Hello again and welcome to my third video in my cubic right angle weave series. In my first video I showed you how to create the cubic right angle weave rope. In my second video I showed you how to bead a frame. In this video I'm going to show you something different. How to make bracelets or necklaces wider by either connecting two ropes together or merging two ropes together, beading one off the other. And as an added bonus, I'm also going to show you how to then split that one rope, essentially one rope, into two. So let's begin. We'll begin with the connecting. You've now beaded up two cubic right angle weave ropes, and I have threaded the needle through the side beads just so that you can see where our connection points are. You're making sure that the face of your beads are all lying nice and flat. And essentially what you are doing here is you are zipping two ropes together in normal right angle weave. But just to make sure that you understand how that is, let me show you. Okay, so I need to get this needle into position. And I'll pick up one bead. If I've come down that bead, I'm going to go up that bead. Okay. I'm going to pick up another bead. And I'm going to go back down the first bead that I came out of. Alright, let me just put my hand over to stop everything moving too much. And there's my connection. Go through the first bead I added and go down the side bead on the opposite side. And you will just carry on doing this all the way down, zipping the two ropes together in right angle weave. So that's quite easy. There's nothing too difficult about that. The nice thing here is you can either zip it in the same color so that it blends and you can't see the join, or you can highlight it like I have with a different color. Now I'm not going to go all the way down now, but what I am going to say is when you finish beading this side closed, you want to bead the other side closed as well. So you just need to pass your needle through a bead like that, pull through, flip over, and you need to just make sure that your beads are lying correctly. And you're going to now, repeat the same steps, zipping the back closed. I want you to note something. You probably saw it when I turned over. It's flat there, okay? If I roll it over and if this is in place, it makes a nice little indent, which could be a design feature you could add into your beadwork if you don't want to close the back. But at the same time, it can roll over like that, so you make sure if you are beading the back closed that you are, I want to put it down there, that you're not going to get confused like I am. You want to make sure that you are set up correctly in order to do that. So I'll just quickly do that. Now this creates a nice firm band. What is nice about it as well though is if you've zipped a section together, okay, you will carry on adding that until you've now completed the back. There we go. We have now closed the back in as well. And believe it or not, you will still turn your work up. And you will still close that ring. Now, I want you to notice something. You've actually got three opportunities to build off, three faces that you could build off if you wanted to. You could take that and build a single rope off that way. Keep that split open just like that. Or if you've now beaded a piece and you've decided, I actually want this rope longer, you just carry on building there and building there, and you'll have the same result as that. You'll have a split. So that is one way of connecting or widening or thickening up a cubic right angle weave band. It can be a bit fiddly, joining that, but it has its pros and it has its cons. The next one, which is a more advanced way, it doesn't widen your rope as much as it would be if you were stitching two ropes together, but it's going to give you a more structured feel. So let's get on with how you would do that now. Again, you've beaded up your rope for as long as you want it to be, and again you're going to start working off the side like you did when you wanted to create a frame. So you're going to get your beads in place and you're going to create your first unit. But what I want you to know now is that instead of working, if I face this way, instead of working this way, you are now going to be working down, and you're going to be working off these beads. So the first unit, or the first row, it's quite easy to do. You're going to create your make sure that you're working off the correct beads. Okay, there we go. One more. And again, you're going to come to the top. Turn the work so you can see those 4 new beads and go through them to close the ring. Now, let's see how clear we can make this for you. If you now look at your beadwork and you look at it from the front, okay, you've now beaded off that first set of beads that are now underneath this. You now have these 4 beads that you're going to be working off. But already you have, if I hold it to you that way, that side already exists. So you're only adding 3. How do we go about doing that? Now, I find it best if I turn my work and I look at it like this. Okay, so there's that unit with that row built on top. We now need to add a row on here. You're going to go down that side bead, okay, and you're going to go through that. This now becomes your base bead, and that's your base, the ring that you're working off. 2 beads already exist. You've got a side bead and you've got a bottom bead. You only need to pick up another side and a top. Okay, you're going to complete the unit by once again going down that side bead and through the bottom. Alright, there you go. Can you see your unit that you've now formed? And again, you are working in cubic right angle weave. So you've gone through the base bead or the bead in the ring that you first exited from, and you need to go through. I turn the work around and you have a look here. Right, you've come through that bead. You need to go through the next bead in the ring. Okay, again, you've got 2 beads existing. You've got the side bead and you've got the bottom bead. You're only picking up 2 beads And once again, you're going down that side bead and through that base bead. There you go. Can you see? We have formed another unit. You've got your base, side, top, side. Right, you've exited that base and you go through the next bead in that ring. 3 sides have been formed. The 4th side, just like any other cubic right angle weave row or unit, is just about adding the top bead. You've got the side, the left, you've got the right side, and you've got the base. You just need to add the top. So you're going to go through the side, 1 bead, go down, back down that side, pull it, there's your 4th unit. And you see it? Again, I'm going to go through the side, oops, that's if my thread would play the game, okay, sorry, you're going to go through the bottom, I apologize, and you're going to go up the side. And once again, you're going to turn the work to face you, and you've now got those 4 beads that you need to tie into a circle. I see this thread of mine wants to play. Okay. Right, so now you've added 2 rows side by side, but you've merged with this row. It's not 2 separate ropes. You are merging. You are using part of the rope as your base. I'm going to turn the work around so we're back in the same position. So again, I need to get my needle into position to add the next row. So once again, we go down the side. See that? Okay. Make sure that all your beads are lined up. In other words, if I was to do that, you are in the right position. You don't want to twist this rope. Okay, so we've gone down the side, and there's our base. We now need to make another unit. We only need to pick up 2 beads because a side and a bottom or base bead exists. So we've picked up 2 beads. We go down that side, and there is, you see the unit, side, bottom, side, top. Again, go through the bead at the bottom, and I turn this work around so we can see it, and go through the next bead in the bottom. Complete the second side. Remember, if the first side, sorry, you're now completing the third side because the first side already exists. You've just added your second side, now you are adding your third side. And again, this is going to take you a bit of practice. Be kind to yourself, be patient, and you will get it right. So, to finish it off, we're going through the last, or to create the last unit, you're going to go through the next bead in the ring or the base. And as you can see, you've already got the left hand side bead, you've already got the right hand side bead, and of course the base exists. You just need to add the top bead. So go up that side bead, go down, pick up 1 bead, go down the side bead, through that base, back up to the top, turn the work so that you can see the top and close the ring. Now I'm going to show you one more time, but I'm going to show you from the other side in case it's easier for you to read. So I'm going to turn this work this way now, and I'm going to work this way in case that's easier for you to understand. So again, I have to bring my needle into position. So let's have a look now. Okay, so down the side, and now again through that ring, that bead, sorry. So again, I'm going to repeat. That side already exists. It's those 4 beads we are working off. But because that side already exists, it's now 1, 2, 3. We are now looking at it from the side, okay? Side and bottom exists. You only need to pick up 2 beads. Go back down that side again. Here you go, you see you formed the unit. Go through that base bead. And I'm sure this would work for the left-handed beaders out there. And I know there's many of you, because this seems a bit weird for me, but I need to show you. Okay, so you've gone through that base ring, and you now need to go through the next bead in the ring. So now we've got, if you look from the top, you've got 1, 2 sides done. You now need to do 3 and 4. Okay, 2 beads again. And I wanted to show you from here. I'm going to go down that side bead. Right. There's your 3rd side. I'm going through that bottom bead. There you go. If you look at the top, you've now got 1, 2, 3 sides, and we only need to close in the 4th. Again, through that bottom bead. Now, if that looked awkward to you, it felt awkward to me, but I'm hoping I'm being clear. So once again, 1 more bead to close that off. Go down the side, go through the bottom, up the side. Turn the work up so that you can see that top, and close the beads. Or if you're left-handed, I think you would be going this way, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so that is how you're going to blend 2 ropes together, or work 1 row off of another. And I'm going to show you one more time, but I'm going to show you the way that makes it easier for me. Again, if we're looking from the side, we are growing this way. We are working off an existing rope, and these beads here, if you turn it, what originally would be the side of a rope, if you turn it over, will now become the base for the rope that you are adding on. Already you have an existing set of beads. To finish a unit, you're going to come down that side, okay, you're going to get your needle in place to work, and you're going to get through that bead. You've got to look there, that bead has been worked off already, you're now going to work off that bead. So pick up 2 beads, go down that side bead again, through the bottom bead, turn your work so you can see what you're doing, and through the next bead in the ring. Pick up 2 beads, down that side bead, and the next bead in the ring. It's now your 4th unit, up the side, pick up 1 bead, down that side, through the bottom, back up the side, turn your work to see the top, and close the ring. And you will do this for as long as you require. And again, you may at some stage decide, well, it would be nice if I could actually split up this rope again. And how am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to show you how to do it. I'll do one more set here. Once you get the rhythm of this, then it's easy. But it's going to take a bit of practice, and don't give up. Practice, get it right. And you can make great use of this as well. You can really, make a strong structural flat band, because this pretty much flattens out your rope. Instead of it being round, it now becomes a flat piece. Okay, and you just carry on until you've got it as much as you want. And just work this away. Okay, so now you decide you would actually like to split away from that rope. And how are you going to do that again? Because essentially, if you look at the colors, you've only got 1, 2, 3 beads. Aha. But there is a way, and I will show you. Okay, so here we are. Now I've decided already I want to split my rope. If I pull this one away, you can still see your 4 beads. Even though this bead here is part of that rope, you're now going to work off those 4 beads. And that's how it happens. It's actually quite simple. It would be easier if I was in the right place as well. So let me just get my needle into the right position. So you see I'm going through those 4 beads. So now it is 4 sides that I'm adding, because I'm now splitting away from. That's 1. Alright, 1, 2, and now that shared bead, I'm going to use it. 3. Let me just turn it so that you can see. Sorry, excuse me. Alright. There's that shared bead. I'm just treating it as the normal cubic right angle weave face. And the last unit, close it. Turn the work up. And seal the deal by closing the ring. You have now split that rope, and you will just carry on working off those 4 beads. It's a really cool thing to do, or be able to do. It also, once again, opens up lots of design features, ideas, or things to do with cubic right angle weave. Our ultimate favorite stitch. Now you will note that in each of my videos I've only used one sized bead, but that does not mean that's all you can do. And then you start experimenting different sized beads. But there you go, you see you have now split that bead. Now just to give you some ideas, if I now pull together pieces that little samples that I've made, I mean there's so many things that you can do. You can work off, you can join those two together, or you can work off there and shoot off, just make up a whole lot of samples, play around, see what you can do. I mean, it's a wonderful stitch. And I hope that I've been able to teach you something else. Enjoy playing.